Hey Bougie click! Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and often misunderstood topic, the empowerment of pretty privileged women and the concept of self-centeredness in a world that often expects women to prioritize male validation. Have you ever wondered how beauty standards shape women's identities and their interactions with men? Or how some women leverage their attractiveness to carve out their own paths? Join us as we explore the complexities of these dynamics, unpack the differences between male-centered and self-centered behaviors, and challenge the stereotypes surrounding pretty privilege. This conversation is not just about beauty, it's about agency, self-esteem, and redefining what empowerment looks like for women today. So, let's get started.
I'ma make you a fan.
The empowerment of pretty privileged women, self-centered not male-centered. In today's society, the interactions between women and men are often shaped by intricate dynamics reflecting broader societal norms, expectations, and individual self-esteem. It is frequently observed that many women adopt male-centered perspectives and behaviors to varying extents. However, a distinct group of women, particularly those labeled as pretty privileged, tend to exhibit more self-centered attitudes. This video will explore the complexities of these contrasting behaviors, examining how societal beauty standards and self-esteem affect women's relationships with men and the repercussions of these dynamics. Understanding male-centeredness. To start, it is important to clarify what it means to be male-centered. This phrase generally describes a tendency among women to align their thoughts, actions, and aspirations with the expectations and desires of men. This alignment can manifest in several ways, such as prioritizing male approval in both personal and professional contexts or internalizing societal norms that often place men at the forefront of discussions about success, power, and desirability. Such behavior can be rooted in historical and cultural factors that have historically positioned men as figures of authority and influence, thereby shaping women's roles as supportive rather than independent agents. Exploring pretty privilege. Conversely, pretty privilege refers to the benefits that individuals perceived as conventionally attractive may enjoy within society. This privilege can instill greater confidence and self-worth in women, often resulting in higher self-esteem. Women who experience this privilege might be less inclined to seek validation from men or to define their identities in relation to male approval. Instead, they may adopt a self-centered mindset, leveraging their attractiveness to navigate social situations to their advantage. This dynamic can lead to the perception that attractive women are inherently self-serving, using their looks as tools for manipulation or gain. Consequences of male-centeredness and self-centeredness. The consequences of these differing behaviors are significant. Women who are male-centered may grapple with issues of self-identity and confidence, often feeling compelled to conform to societal standards. This pressure can create a cycle of dependency on male validation, where self-worth becomes reliant on external approval. Such a pattern can be harmful not only to individual women but also to the broader discourse on gender equality. When women's ambitions are closely aligned with male interests, it reinforces the idea that their value stems from their relationships with men rather than their inherent qualities or capabilities. On the flip side, women who embrace self-centeredness, particularly those with pretty privilege, may challenge traditional gender roles yet face criticism for their perceived self-serving behavior. This critique often arises from societal norms that expect women to prioritize nurturing and support over ambition and self-interest. The contrast between being self-centered and male-centered raises critical questions about empowerment and agency in women's lives. Can women assert their independence without being labeled as self-centered? How do societal beauty standards intersect with concepts of worth and influence? The spectrum of women's behaviors. Ultimately, the interplay between male-centeredness and self-centeredness among women reflects a broader dialogue about gender, power, and self-perception. It is vital to acknowledge that both behaviors exist on a spectrum shaped by societal norms, individual experiences, and cultural contexts. Encouraging women to embrace their identities independent of male validation while fostering a culture that values diverse expressions of femininity can help pave the way toward a more equitable society. Navigating pretty privilege. The dynamics of female-centeredness are intricate and multifaceted. While numerous women may navigate their lives through a lens influenced by male expectations, those who capitalize on pretty privilege often pursue a self-centered approach that defies traditional norms. Understanding these behaviors necessitates a nuanced exploration of self-esteem, societal pressures, and the evolving nature of gender roles. By cultivating an environment that celebrates women's autonomy and varied identities, society can progress toward a more inclusive and empowering future for all women. The power of self-esteem. The concept of beauty privilege has garnered significant attention, especially in discussions about gender dynamics and social interactions. Women who benefit from societal standards of attractiveness, those with pretty privilege, often possess a unique form of power that goes beyond conventional male-centered narratives. While they may be viewed as objectified or reliant on male validation, a deeper analysis reveals that these women are primarily self-centered rather than male-centered. They navigate their social environments with high self-esteem and utilize their attractiveness to seize opportunities and advantages, challenging the stereotype that their worth is contingent upon male approval. Agency through self-affirmation. To comprehend the self-centered nature of pretty privileged women, it is crucial to recognize how self-esteem shapes their identity and interactions. High self-esteem enables these women to view their beauty as a source of agency rather than a means of seeking validation from men. This self-affirmation allows them to engage with the world on their terms. They acknowledge their worth and often prioritize their interests, ambitions, and desires above societal or male expectations. This self-centeredness is not rooted in narcissism. Instead, it stems from a healthy self-awareness that empowers them to make informed choices regarding their lives and relationships. Strategic utilization of beauty. In a society where attractiveness can open doors, pretty privileged women are astute in recognizing the advantages their beauty provides. They are not passive recipients of male attention, rather, they actively use their looks to enhance their social, professional, and personal opportunities. For example, they may leverage their appearance to gain access to exclusive social circles, secure jobs, or negotiate better terms in various aspects of life. This strategic utilization of beauty exemplifies a self-centered approach, where their actions are driven by personal goals rather than a desire to please or conform to male expectations. Challenging societal stereotypes. Furthermore, the perception that pretty privileged women are male-centered often arises from societal conditioning that equates femininity with dependence on male approval. This stereotype undermines the agency of women who challenge traditional gender norms. By asserting their independence and self-sufficiency, these women reject the notion that their existence is solely for male gratification. They cultivate a sense of empowerment grounded in self-love and self-acceptance, allowing them to engage with men from a position of strength rather than subservience. Transactional dynamics in relationships. It is also essential to examine the dynamics of relationships involving pretty privileged women. While they may attract male attention, the nature of these interactions can often be transactional. Pretty privileged women may engage with men who provide social, emotional, or financial benefits while maintaining their autonomy. This transactional mindset reflects their self-centered approach, as they prioritize their needs and aspirations without adhering to conventional romantic ideals. Their relationships may revolve more around mutual benefit than the romanticized notions of love and devotion often depicted in popular culture. Conclusion. In conclusion, pretty privileged women with high self-esteem embody a self-centered approach to life and relationships that challenges traditional gender norms. Rather than being male-centered, their confidence and awareness of their beauty empower them to navigate the world on their terms. By leveraging their attractiveness to gain advantages, they illustrate a nuanced understanding of social dynamics that transcends simplistic views of dependence on men. Ultimately, their self-centeredness represents a form of empowerment that enables them to cultivate their identities and pursue their ambitions with agency and purpose. Thank you for joining us in this deep dive into the empowerment of pretty privileged women and how self-centeredness can redefine their interactions in a male-dominated society. We hope this exploration has sparked new thoughts about the complexities of self-esteem, societal expectations, and the importance of embracing a woman's identity beyond the need for male validation. If you enjoyed this discussion, please give us a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that challenges traditional narratives and celebrates the diverse experiences of women. Together, let's continue to foster conversations that empower and inspire. Until next time, embrace your confidence and remember, your worth is defined by you. What do you think? Are pretty privileged women self-centered instead of male-centered? Let me know in the comments section. Stay bougie. Follow and support me. All links in bio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check description for more info. New episodes every day.